Rakasichi.
Hello everyone. Oops. There we go. We are Inspirock. We are a trip planner. Now I know what some of you are thinking. Haven't we been over this before? Don't we already know that trip planners don't convert? Well, let's look at the data. This graph shows how we've grown in terms of trips planned, about 10x in the last 12 months. But this graph is more exciting. It shows our cost as a multiple of revenue, and it is fast approaching the green line, which is where we break even. Any week now, we'll announce that we've reached break-even unit economics. One more point. That's one of two ways we are different from what you think of trip planners. The second way we are different is Inspirock is powering dozens of travel sites and providing trip planning to them. I'll talk more about that in a few minutes. Let me show you how we achieved this. As you probably guessed, it starts with building the right team. We are particularly strong in big data, machine learning, and consumer experiences, with over 100 years of industry experience in these areas and more than 25 patents. My partner Anup started Tawant India, which has grown to over 2,000 people. I started SQL Azure and Bing Mobile while at Microsoft. Our investors are Make My Trip and prominent angels from Silicon Valley. And we love to travel. Amongst ourselves, we've traveled to over 100 countries. And this is what we built. We built a trip planner that is very easy to use. Say you'd like to go to Laos, Cambodia, and Thailand. You enter your dates. You can choose activity preferences if you like. And we will calculate a plan for you. A lot of work just happened behind the scenes. We selected the best places for you to visit based on your preferences, weather, popularity. We optimized your route. We figured out how much time you should spend in each place. And what are your travel options? In the first minute of using Inspirock, you will save hours of work. And it gets better, because behind this plan is a sightseeing itinerary for every day of your vacation. We have figured out how long it would take to travel from one attraction to another. We have checked that the attractions are going to be open during the time of your visit, and so on. When calculating such details, our algorithms explore trillions of possibilities so we can build a plan that best matches your needs. You can look at details behind every attraction, essential information, reviews, photos, and so on. And the plan is fully customizable. As you make changes, we'll guide you away from making mistakes. And if you ever need more help, help is only one click away. We can recalculate and make it right. Of course, in places like these, in countries like these, there's a lot more to see and do. And Inspirock has all the relevant recommendations you can use to customize your plan, both destinations and attractions. Once you're satisfied with your plan, Inspirock will help you book flights, hotels, and activities. Inspirock makes planning fast and easy. So how did we build this? How did we do this? There are two pillars. First is our travel graph, which is a collection of 230 million factoids collected from 24 data sources and is 90% automated. The second pillar is our planning engine. Building a plan spanning entire countries requires exploring trillions of possibilities, which is out of reach of any known theory in computer science. Our algorithms reduce the problem cardinality down to millions, which is why we're able to build a plan in seconds. There is no other technology that can build a plan spanning entire countries. And as I said before, Inspirock can plug into any travel site. On the left here, you see examples of OTAs, content sites, DMOs, hotel sites, and tour operators where we power trip planning. OTAs like Make My Trip use Inspirock to increase conversion on their own inventory. DMOs use Inspirock to increase traveler engagement prior to actual arrival. And hotel sites use Inspirock to increase direct bookings and to increase guest satisfaction. Trip planning is also considered the holy grail of travel. Finally, with Inspirock, we have a trip planner that converts. International vacations is a $500 billion industry. As a travel site, you can tap into that opportunity using Inspirock in two ways. You probably already have users who are planning a vacation but not yet ready to book. Inspirock can engage and retain those users through conversion. Number two, if your users have already booked, you can provide trip planning as a service and increase post-purchase cross-sell. And if you'd like to learn more about how Inspirock can plug in and help your travel site, send me an email. I would love to chat. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Prakash. Dragons, is this a trip planner that can beat the odds?
I feel like I've seen this before a few times, so I'm going to ask the same question I always ask. I will tell you though, I do think it is beautiful, and I could see my parents using it. I could see myself using it, trying to figure out what to do for 3 days in LA, for example. But my question...
Really?
What?
Really?
Yeah, I'm that kind of person. I am on the tour bus, I want to see the sights, I want to check them off. I'm not the back road, dodgy food kind of person. So, my question is going to be how most people, most Americans at least, take a vacation a year, every 2 years. They choose Florida because it's easy. So how will people remember you in between the one trip they take every 3 years?
Yeah.
What are you going to do to engage them between these trips that they're buying?
Great point. And there's a short-term answer and a long-term answer. Short-term, we are focused on getting unit economics without relying on lifetime value and potential purchases 6 months, 12 months, 2 years down the road. That is our focus, and the way it will work is because we will make sure that we can monetize more than cost of acquisition during their first vacation. And those are the metrics you saw. And because we didn't believe that we can wait until another year or two. The second is that our users now are saying, oh, trip planning is great. Give me the next thing, which more to your point, which is I want to carry my plan with me and help me along the way while on vacation. And we think that will be our breakthrough in terms of retention.
So sorry, just to clarify that, how do you make the connection? I don't necessarily see the connection between someone that then takes it on that trip. Are you then thinking that you'll be pushing content into them after the trip because I think, you know, as a business, for the first transaction, that's okay at a small scale. Once you try and scale this business up, you're going to run into all sorts of problems if you're just getting revenue off the first interaction.
So our users, 3% of our users who get into planning and become our core users, they unaided visit more than 10 times. That gives us a long time to understand what they want, give them the relevant deals, help them convert. Then what they want is the plan they've built is their own. They want that on their vacation with them.
Understood.
And that's where we have learned over a few weeks, over dozens of interactions, over dozens of visits, what they would really like. And that is the capability that we would have that would help us engage them, make it a memorable vacation, and tell their friends once they come back.
Okay. With the hope that they're going to use you the next time that they plan.
Yeah. That's a long-term hope. Short-term, we'll make unit economics work on the first vacation.
Okay.
So monetization, I think
Yeah.
with the trip planning, and we've seen some really good user experiences, content, look and feel, and I think you've done a lot of work on the IT side. But really the metrics around how to make money out of this, how to extend it beyond the trip planning, how to make it sticky for the user. So where do you really see the monetization, and what metrics have you seen in early adoption that sets you apart from many of the other trip planning we see?
Great question. So when users come in, the users who plan spend more than 30 minutes on their visit overall on their site. And that gives, and the basket they're building is thousands of dollars worth because they're taking long-haul international vacations, average duration about 10.2 days.
Thank you very much, Prakash.
Innovation Award winner, Inspirock.